Hey everyone, it's Ducky, and today I'm going to be making my top 10 favorite Pokemon list. For those who know me from my first account, EVMaster25, you know that I did one back then, but my Pokemon favorites list has changed a lot. So let's kick things off. Number 10. Dragonite. Yes, I know Dragonite is one of those overrated Pokemon, but I could care less. He is one of the powerhouses on my White 2 game. And yes, when I say White 2, I mean I'm using the shiny Dragonite that you get when you finish the White Tree thing. But after I got my Dratini, I named him Bullet, and he is close to being level 100. Number 9. Meganium. I put Meganium on here because he is one of my favorite grass type. When I got my Heart Gold game, I played it and transferred the Pokemon I needed to White. But then I restarted it, and when I was looking through the starters, I saw a shiny Chikorita, and I just had to choose him. I named him Cody after my longtime friend who I never talk to anymore. My Meganium is the powerhouse in my Heart Gold game. Number 8. Glade. Now I've not always been a fan of Glade, but it was in White 2 when you did the side quest with Curtis, when he gave you the level 50 routes. I trained the routes and evolved it into Glade, and if you could name a Pokemon that you get in trades, I would have named it Curtis after the game's Curtis. Number 7. Salamence. Again with Dragonite, I know Salamence is one of those overrated Pokemon, but my cousin had traded me one of his Salamences into my Heart Gold game, and it helped me steamroll over the Elite Four and any other trainer in my path. But my Salamence doesn't live in my Heart Gold game. You remember when I was talking about transferring Pokemon to Heart Gold, from Heart Gold to my White game? In number 9, right? Well, Salamence was one of those Pokemon, so now he is one of the powerhouses in my White 2 team, along with number 2. Number 6, Lucario. Again, I didn't always love Lucario, but it was up until White 2 that he gained my love. In the beginning of White 2, you can catch a Riolu, so I did, and I nicknamed him Rick. He stayed in my team for the entire game. I also love that for X and Y he gets a badass Mega Evolution. I mean, come on, a already badass Pokemon getting an even more badass look. Number 5. Giratina. Like most people, I don't like to include legendaries in my top 10. But this legendary stands out above the rest. Not only is he the mascot for Platinum, but he has a sick second form. With moves like Shadow Force and Dark Pulse, he is the best. I also love the entire thing with him being banished to the Distortion World. I am one for naming Pokemon, but this Pokemon I would never name because his name is too badass to begin with. Number 4. Typhlosion. Now Typhlosion is my favorite out of all of the starter Pokemon. And he is from my favorite Generation 2, Johto. It has been a while since I used him though, but I remember the nickname I always gave him was Sora. I don't know why, but I did. And it wasn't after Sora from Kingdom Hearts either. I didn't even like Kingdom Hearts when I first used the name Sora. But if I were to get a chance to play Silver, Gold, or Crystal again, I would definitely choose Cyndaquil to get this badass Pokemon. Now, for the top 3 Pokemon of my list. Number 3, Cubone. Now, Cubone isn't just on here due to the fact that he was a plot in the first games. I have him on here because I find him extremely cute and adorable. I mean, look at him. He is so cute. but I am also a fan of the whole Cubone, Marowak, Kangaskhan theory. If you don't know what that is, just type into Google or here on YouTube and you will find a whole bunch of stuff. Number 2, Mienshao. Not only is Mienshao the first ever shiny Pokemon I ever caught, not including shiny Gyarados, because that was just a giveaway, but she is also like Cubone, very cute looking. She is my baby in my white game. Yes, Mienshao is who I was talking about with number 7. I nicknamed my shiny Mienshao Kira because in Japanese, Kira means killer, which is what my little Kira is. Mienshao is also the first Pokemon I ever got to level 100 without a cheating device, Action Replay, Game Shark, etc. Now, you are all about to witness Ducky the Wolf's number 1 Pokemon of all time. Number 1, Umbreon. Now, come on guys, everyone knows who my favorite Pokemon is. Just look at my last video. It was about my Umbreon OC, Dusk. Umbreon, again, wasn't my favorite Pokemon in the beginning. Eevee was. But when I actually got to use Umbreon, I grew to love her. Now I have an obsession over Umbreon. What I mean by that is whenever I get an Eevee for the first time, I always train it to be an Umbreon. I have an Umbreon plushie, I have an Umbreon hat, I have a homemade Umbreon cosplay, I have a bunch of Umbreon pictures taped to my wall, but I think you get the picture. When I get a female Eevee in any of my games, I always name her Dusk, and I always train her to be an Umbreon. And I just currently got a shiny Eevee from my one guy friend, and I'm trying to get him to evolve into an Umbreon so I can have my first non-cheated Umbreon. Shiny Umbreon. Okay, thanks for watching my top 10 Pokemon videos. I'll catch you in the next video, animation, whatever I decide to post up. Okay, bye!